Hello everybody, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. I am so freaking excited for this video. I've been talking about it for months, you guys know. I am like super excited, like really excited. First, if you guys like this video, definitely give it a thumbs up. Hit the subscribe button, and without further ado, let's just get started. Okay, so if for some reason you guys did not see the title, which I'm sure you did, and the thumbnail, there's a lot of ways for you to know what today's video is, but I'm going to tell you anyway because that's just what we do. Today we'll be doing a full face of Too Faced, and I am like so excited. It's not even funny. There are some Too Faced staples that I have in my collection, some categories that like honestly Too Faced really excels at, and then some other categories that I just kind of bought to do the full face for you guys, that we'll be testing and trying. We'll be talking about kind of the products that they offer and that kind of vibe as well. I've done a bunch of full faces on my channel. If you guys do not know, I have a whole playlist dedicated to one brand tutorials. I've never done Too Faced though, so that's why I'm so excited about it. I am missing, there are a couple, not a couple, I think there's only one category that I don't have a product for. And again, I'll explain why when we kind of get there. It's really not that serious, I feel like. So hopefully you guys don't mind. Anyway, let me know your Too Faced favorites down below as well. Too Faced excels in specific categories, which we all know, eyeshadow palettes, like they have so many of those. And other categories, they don't have so much. So let me know your Too Faced favorites. First, we're gonna go in with the Too Faced Hangover RX Pillow Balm Lip Treatment. I have the shade Mango Kiss. I've used up a little mini of the clear one, which is honestly my favorite, the clear one. But I've tried Watermelon Kiss. They're so good. I had a limited edition holiday collection, but this is the only full-size one I have, and I really like it. I just think it is so thick. Like after using it one up, like even just a mini and having so many, it's like, okay, I'm over it. But I like these lip balms a lot. They're a fan favorite for a reason. They're thick, they're voluptuous, they make your lips feel good. There is a little bit of a cooling aspect to them, but it's nothing like the Too Faced Lips Injection. Those I can't do. So we're not doing that today. I thought about it. I was like, maybe I should do it. I'm like, no, I can't do it. And the scent Mango Kiss is so freaking good as well. I love it. This one's nice too because it's essentially clear. Like, so I had the watermelon one and it had the slightest pink tint to it, and it looked a little crazy sometimes. So I'm like, just know that. I'm like literally sweating. This is like throwback when I used to film in my room at home downstairs and I used to just sweat like a dog. I would have to, I don't know why, I don't know if I don't know. Couldn't turn on, oh that's what it was. I couldn't turn on my AC because it was too loud like at the same time, so whatever. Anyway, next we're gonna go in with, this is the Too Faced Plump and Prime Luxury Face Plumping Primer Serum. So I just have a little mini here, which I'm kind of thankful for. I found a little mini on Mercari because the full size is like $45. Like, oh my gosh, hold on. Let me actually go to the website so that I can give you prices for most things. I have such an exciting video for Wednesday, and I'm so mad because I was supposed to post it today, and film it today, but there's one item that may or may not come today when I'm filming it, and so I'm like, okay, if I just wait till tomorrow to film, it might be here. So then it has to go up on, not has to, but just for my OCD purposes, it goes up on Wednesday. So the Hangover RX bombs are actually $26. You can get minis, and then again, they do like holiday sets. So if you're not into the full size, I would wait for those. I like the holiday sets. I like the minis. I'm a mini-aholic. You guys know this. But the full size is amazing too if you know which scent you like. You know what I mean? Like honestly, if I was gonna go back, I would probably get the clear one, the original shade in the full size. But I do enjoy this one a lot. So just depending. Like I said, yeah, the Plump and Prime face primer is $45 freaking. Now this is one of two face primers Too Faced has. I'm gonna say Tarte on accident a lot. It's not my fault. I'm sorry. This is one of two face primers Too Faced has, and the other one is the Hangover RX primer, but I think that primer breaks me out, so I didn't want to get that one because I was a little bit nervous about it. I was like, crap, I don't know. I didn't want to risk it, honestly, because I knew like after this video I wasn't going to use it again. And so I was like, maybe let's try the other one, because Laura Lee actually just tried this primer for some reason. She bought, I think, in like I don't know. I don't know. I just saw it in a video a few videos back. But this is what this mini one looks like, I should say. The primer looks like. I honestly, that color is a little terrifying because I'm like, is that what it actually looks like? Because that looks like expired. That's the horrible thing about Mercari, but we'll see. Again, it's just a mini, so It won't last long. I've tried this, I think, once or twice before, and I do like it. I just think it honestly, you know what? This is literally like the NYX Plump Right Back. Oh my gosh, maybe NYX was trying to dupe this. Oh my gosh, did I just like discover a dupe that I need to put in my dupes video? Because this honestly feels like the NYX Plump Right Brat. Yeah, it's literally the same thing. A plumping face primer serum. Am I living on an island, and am I the last person to know this? Literally, they're the exact same product. Literally. That's insane. Oh my gosh, because it has a little bit of tack to it, but it's mostly like has that hydration you could see, but it's not like glowy or has like shimmers in it. It's literally just like hydration that adds this like this level of like tackiness that has a little bit of stick. I think the NYX one has a little bit more stick based on like just feel from remembering, but oh my gosh, we can definitely add this to our dupes video. Holy crap. Oh my gosh. Okay. Wow, that's exciting. Okay, next we're gonna go in with, this is the Too Faced Born This Way Healthy Glow SPF 30. You guys know this is kind of newer to Too Faced. I feel like I've seen mixed reviews. I don't know about you, but I've seen some people who like love it, and then some people who are like, this is the worst foundation I've ever tried. And I know some people are just Too Faced haters. They're out there. We can pretend that they're not, but we know that they are. And so I'm like, I don't know what I believe. But sorry, not that I don't know what I believe, but I don't know what your, like, if your opinion is, you know, not biased in a way. Because also some people are on Too Faced PR list, all those things. We don't need to get in that. I'm just saying that I've heard that there's just I've seen that there's such mixed reviews. I like it. I'm not as obsessed as I thought I was going to be. So I'm just gonna go in, we'll just go in with it so I can just show you. We'll do half the face. I don't mind the packaging because I like to just put it on my face anyway, because I hate when I put it on my hand and then I forget it's there. And then I'm like, have like swatches on my hand. I honestly, I think the thing that that made it not a favorite, honestly, that didn't make it that stopped it from being a favorite, is that I think it has a little bit too much coverage for my liking. So I feel like for those of you who like a lot of coverage, I feel like it's more of a medium coverage, but it's like a hefty medium, like a thick medium coverage. There's that more sheer medium coverage. I don't know if that makes sense to anyone, but it makes sense in my head. And there's a little bit more of a sheer medium coverage, and then there's like a hefty medium coverage. This is like a hefty medium coverage. The finish is more of a natural finish. Which is not like, it is more of a healthy glow. I just, like a little bit more glow. So obviously that will depend on like what other products I pair with it and that kind of stuff. I do think too much is too much with this. And so I feel like you just have to be careful on how much you put of it. But it is like you can get it up to a nice medium coverage. So that's really nice if you're someone who likes the coverage and thought, oh, hey, this is saying skin tint is going to be no coverage, like the Rare Beauty. It's not like that. It has a little bit more coverage, and I think that's why I'm not obsessed, because I like something with a little bit of a lighter coverage. But I also think this foundation is really nice for the coverage that it gives. It doesn't feel like medium coverage. It feels super lightweight. And then it looks, you can see over here, like there's, I don't know if I put too much primer over there or what. It's a little bit glowier. This side is a little bit more natural. I did not blend that primer evenly or something, I don't know. But anyway, this seems like a nice foundation, which will kind of work with any kind of primer you put underneath it. I just feel like this is, my L'Oreal True Match kind of blendable, super blendable foundation, the new Revlon foundation I've been trying. All these foundations from the drugstore that are a fraction of the cost of this are just a little bit better, but I do really like this one if you're like someone who's like, oh, I don't know if I should buy it, or you really like Too Faced. I don't know, or you have a coupon, I don't know what the case may be. If for some reason you want to know if you should buy this one, if you specifically want to know about this one, then yes! Sorry. Then I do really like it. It's not like top tier. Makes sense? There are other high-end foundations that I think are worth the splurge. I just don't think this one is, but it's nice. Now this concealer, baby. I will swear up and down for you to buy this concealer. I love this concealer. Honestly, I genuinely think it's just a thicker formula than the Too Faced Born This Way Naturally Radiant Creamy Concealer. I swore by that years ago. I had bought it at TJ Maxx at the time, so it's been gone for a while if it was at TJ Maxx back then when I bought it. So I just love that powder. I mean, that concealer though. It was so creamy, so beautiful. This one is identical, except the formula is a little bit thicker. It's a little bit more of a whipped consistency. I don't know if you can, like, if you pull out the stopper, you can see how that just like is kind of, I don't even know if you can see it. It's like thick. It just stays there instead of like kind of moving off of it. It's just a thicker formula, and I don't honestly mind that much. I just think, you know, there are like, not that there are other products that I want to use over this, because I really like this concealer a lot, but I just thought the other concealer basically was foolproof. That was like number one, you know what I mean? But this one is really, really nice as well. I've seen a lot of people who love this concealer in general, and it's a really, really nice concealer. The packaging is super, super cute, aesthetically pleasing. I'm assuming this concealer is going to be like $27. We'll see. $26. I forgot to mention too, the Born This Way line with Too Faced is just a little bit more, like, not a little bit more. It's very full coverage. It's known for being full coverage and that kind of stuff. So to be in the Born This Way line and to be a skin tint, it's kind of like contradicting. So that's why I feel like, you know, I was like, everyone's kind of like, what is this foundation supposed to be? But it does have quite a bit of coverage. So if you expected it to have little coverage, but you wanted it to have more coverage, now you know it does have a good hefty medium coverage. And then vice versa. If you thought it would have no coverage, it has a lot more coverage than you think. And this concealer, I think they only have the one other concealer, the Born This Way concealer, which is, again, super full coverage, and just I've heard that it's basically a less drying version of Tarte Shape Tape. But this one is really, really nice because it's just so beautiful, so blendable. It like is juicy under the eyes, if you will. It's a little bit more lifelike. It looks a little bit more healthy. The way they describe it is honestly exactly what it is when it comes to the concealer. Ethereal light. It's very just lightweight. It has this ethereal kind of, you don't even feel it, like, you know, there's, I don't know, ethereal just reminds me of something that like, oh, but like it's not really there. You know what I mean? That kind of vibe. And then illuminating smoothing concealer. It's literally like just illuminating. It's a radiant, I should say. I wouldn't say illuminating because illuminating makes you think like a highlighter. It's not like that. It's more like just like, yeah, radiant, like juicy. And then smoothing, it just looks so flawless under the eyes. Honestly, I'm falling back in love with it right now because I put it on the back burner for a second there, and I'm so sad that I did because it is stunning. It's so beautiful. My under eyes just look flawless, and I'm just obsessed. Obsessed. I have the shade Cafe au Lait. There's quite a few shades, and what the heck was I gonna say? It's a pretty good shade match. Is it like my perfect shade? I don't know. I don't know my perfect concealer shade, not gonna lie. I feel like I just make any concealer shade work for me, so whatever. Next we're gonna go in with some setting powder. This is the Too Faced Born This Way Ethereal Setting Powder. That's funny. They just mix these names up. They just be saying stuff just to call it stuff, which I love Too Faced. I know people who like obviously hate, not obviously, but I know people who hate Too Faced. I love Too Faced. I just think they make me laugh sometimes because I'm like, Too Faced, what does that even mean? Like, what are you saying right now? Just gonna go in with the smaller brush to set my under eyes. I'm just gonna take a big brush to set the rest of my face. Again, I think Tarte only has, yeah, I believe Too Faced only has this one setting powder. The Ethereal, whatever it's called, Too Faced Born This Way, Ethereal Light Setting Powder. They only have this one. They've had so many though. They've had like the peach powder. They just discontinue like literally everything. And so I think you can, yeah, there's a mini on Too Faced website for $12. But I think I got mine off of like Mercari completely sealed. So it just depends, but I'm like, they're so funny because, yeah, I'm like, they have a full face technically. There just seems to be products that are just there to be there, like the setting powder, which I like the setting powder, honestly. I think it is super, super pretty. I think it sets the makeup nicely without drying the face out. I think this is a nice setting powder. I just feel like it's just there. You know, I mean, why fix what ain't broke, right? Right. Okay, next we're gonna go in with some bronzer. I'm very excited about this. Again, this is the Too Faced Chocolate Soleil Long Wear Matte Bronzer. I feel like, first of all, I've seen so many different packagings. I don't know if this is the old, I don't know. I feel like I just got this though. Not just, maybe a year or two ago. But anyway, this bronzer is $21, which, yeah, this is a cult favorite. Like, I'm surprised they're not selling it for like $50 at this point, because this bronzer is just perfection. This is the top tier Top Kahuna bronzer, and maybe some people don't love it or you've never tried it. There are some amazing bronzers out there. I just feel like this really made the standard for bronzer. Just created the way for bronzers to be amazing, honestly. Because I'm thinking, like, yeah, it was like you had the Ofra highlighters, Becca highlighters, Too Faced bronzers. I'm trying to think what else. Smashbox primers. Like, those people like just held the title for certain categories, and I feel like Too Faced definitely had a hold on the bronzer category with this one. So freaking bomb. It's so blendable, so smooth, definitely beginner friendly. It's buildable, it's easy to, like, foolproof, if you will. If you mess up, you can just kind of fix it. It's super easy, and I definitely would recommend, you know, if you're someone who's looking to start your collection, build your collection, it's a freaking great bronzer. Next, we're just gonna go in with the Too Faced Cloud Crush Blurring Blush, shade Watermelon Rain. So these are actually $29. Am I confused? Why is that? Okay, I lied. The bronzers are $35. I think I might have seen like a mini or something, but these are $29. I was like, wait, what the heck did I just see? This blush, look how pigmented. Oh my freaking gosh. So gorgeous. People love these blushes for a reason. I've been seeing, since I bought mine, I've been seeing, and not that people are like, you know, buying it because I bought it, but I've been seeing, it's because I just notice it more. I've been seeing more and more people pick these blushes up or talking about how much they love these blushes. I'm like, I'm so glad I got one. It was a definitely spur of the moment, yeah. But I'm so glad that I got it. You can see how pretty it is. It's super punchy, but it just looks so smooth on the face. There's no glow to it. It's a matte blush, but it's just like so, I want to say not setting. It's so blurring is the word. It just like evens out the area. It just looks so good, so freaking good. Oh my gosh, I screamed yes earlier because my package is out for delivery, which means it'll be here in time for tomorrow. So for Wednesday's video, I'm so excited. Okay. It was not supposed to get here from like 2 weeks from now, and I was so pissed because I was going to do a new video. I won't tell you what video. Anyway, Too Faced has highlighters. That was the other two. Sorry, I forgot about highlighters, but it's two products, highlighters and setting sprays. Highlighter, they have one highlighter, one shade. It's the Cheek Popper Blushing Highlighter, which I'm certain will be limited edition. You won't be able to get it in a few months anyway. $27. I'm like, okay, I'm not going to just buy that for the sake of buying it. First of all, it's not going to work on everyone. It might not even work on me because it's like kind of pink-ish. And then, sorry, oh my gosh, it's really hard to show you. But either way, it's super pink. It's probably not going to work on me, not going to work on everyone, so I didn't want to sit here and be like, oh yeah, you know, I got this highlighter. And then again, in a few months, or when people are clicking on this video, it might not even be available, you know? So I'm like, I'm not even going to bother with that. It just was something to throw in a collection, if you will. And so I was like, I'm not going to support that, you know? And then setting spray as well. There are actually two different setting sprays. Again, the Hangover RX setting spray, but I feel like that breaks me out as well. So I didn't want to repurchase it and then find out, yeah, it like adds to my breakouts. And then there was the Blue Light one, which neither of them resonated with my soul. And I was like, I'm not going to just spend money just to buy that freaking thing. There are plenty of other products that I would rather. So sorry if you really wanted to see those. I just didn't get them. I didn't do it. Sorry. Okay, next let's go in with brows. So this is the Too Faced, again, super fine brow detailer eyebrow pencil. This costs $25. They have a few different brow products. I want to get one of the brow gels soon. But what's unique about this brow pencil is like it's kind of oval shaped. So usually we have like the triangle, we have like the regular pointed tip. I have not seen a lot of like ovals. And I used this for the first time a few days ago, and honestly, I was really impressed with the way it kind of just was super easy, because you can still like line your under your brow perfectly, but then it makes filling in the brows a lot faster. Where I feel like the triangle tip, sometimes it's a little bit harder to get a straight line under the eye just because the way the shape is. I don't know, I just feel like sometimes you have to be a little bit more careful. This one honestly was super easy, because like this way it's super skinny, and then the other way it's like thick enough to, you know, fill your brows quickly. I was like impressed, I'm not gonna lie. And then the formula was super nice. It was super creamy. It just like, you know, glided over the brow like super easily. I'm just super impressed with this brow pencil, and I'm a sucker for brow pencils for some odd, I have no idea why. I just love a good brow pencil, and this one is really nice. I do have to say the spoolie hurts me. It's like mad hard. I really don't know like how you could get a spoolie wrong, but it like honestly hurts. Like, I don't know what that is about, but whatever. I forgot what was happening for a second. We're gonna go in with some eyeshadow. I'm super excited. I have not played with eyeshadow in a freaking hot minute. All my good brushes are like, use me. This is the Too Faced Italian Spritz palette. I have said this before. Too Faced has one of my favorite formulas ever. And they're just, I always love their palettes. You know, the neutral ones, the color, whatever they are, I genuinely like them. I should say in the tin packaging, I should say. Because like some of the other ones in like the cardboard never like really tickle my fancy, but these really always get me. So oh wow, you can still get the Secret Santa palette. Anyway, this palette though is so special to me because I feel like it really just reignited, it really just struck my love for colored eyeshadow again. You know, I used to do such creative looks, and I was kind of, not that I was in a funk, I just was choosing to do neutral eyeshadow palettes, but I felt like this palette really was just like, use me and love me and use my color and the whole nine. So I'm very excited to dabble in, although today we might do something a little bit more neutral because I didn't realize I have to go somewhere like right after I'm filming today. So we might have to do something natural. I'm also wearing a bright red dress, which I did not think about as well. All right, so first things first, I'm just gonna mix these two shades here, which is Spaghetti About It and oh my gosh, and Impostable. Yeah, these two. The palette smells so good as well. Oh my gosh, I could die. Just gonna obviously blend that in the crease. This palette is $54, which is obscene, but honestly, it's a really good palette. Like, I really love this palette. I'm just gonna put that on the lower lash line as well. Okay, I'm just gonna take a smaller brush and I'm gonna take the shade Espresso Yourself and pop that in the outer corner. There is quite a bit of fallout in this palette, if that bothers you. Just so you know, it never really bothers me, but I know it bothers some people still, so just wanted to let you guys know that. Full disclosure. Just gonna go back with my other brush with no more product added and just blend that out. Okay, I think I'm gonna take this shade right here. I don't know how to say that. I think it's Sin. I don't know. I don't speak Italian, but I think it's like Sin or something like that. Just gonna put that on the lid. Super pretty. It's a nice, super easy look. Honestly, these shimmers are not my favorite shimmer formula. They're a little bit chunkier than some other formulas that I have, but it's not like, I mean, it's a good formula, you know, so it's just me being kind of like nitpicky, if you will. But just keep that in mind. These are a little bit chunkier. They're not going to be buttery smooth like Glam Light or something like that, you know, which I love that formula as well. But I like this palette a lot. I really do. I love this palette, honestly. It's definitely one of my favorites. I love all the holiday palettes. The cinnamon buns, the pumpkin pie. Just my favorite. Always waiting for what comes next from Too Faced, honestly. Okay, next I'm just going to go in with this Too Faced Killer Liner in the shade Killer Black. I got this with Ipsy Shopper, but these are originally $23. I don't know why I really wanted to try this. I usually never buy like eyeliner for full faces, but I just put on this eye and you could just see instantly. It just takes the look places, you know? I love this. I love when like eyeliners make it worth your while because I genuinely don't buy eyeliners, especially not for full faces, because I'm like, oh, well, I don't technically, like mascara is fine, you know, but I wanted to get this one because I've heard good things. And then some of the colors one I've heard really good things about as well, so I'm like, maybe I should try one of those. But we'll go with black for now. So that was so creamy, so easy, so nice. This is the first time I'm using this. Everything else I've used before, but that was the first time I've used that. Okay, next we are going to go with the Too Faced mascara. The most famous mascara of all. I always say that when I say it, but it's true. Another title that well, I feel like there's been a lot of mascaras. Honestly, I don't know. But the Too Faced one has definitely had a grip on the on the chokehold, a grip on the, I don't know, a grip on YouTube, a grip on the beauty community, I should say. People love this mascara, and I honestly didn't like it when I tried it like a bunch of years ago, but we're gonna give it a go again. I feel like now that I've tried so much, maybe I'll have a different opinion, but it was my favorite, but my friends like it, so I don't know. I'm just gonna curl my lashes, and then we're gonna do this eye. Okay, this is like one coat. We'll see. I really don't think this mascara is going to help your lashes too much if you don't already have like super long lashes. This one's my better eye, like my better lashes, so you can see them a little bit better. They're pretty. They're like the nice girly wispy lash, but I'm like, I have so, like, it's nothing to me extraordinary. Like, I like the Essence mascaras better. Interesting. I thought I didn't like it. I just couldn't remember like why exactly, but I think it was just because it wasn't all that, you know? But to each their own. A bunch of people like it, so you may be one of those people who like it. You know, just depends on who you are. That mascara full size costs $28. The minis is $16, which I had the mini. They do have one other mascara, which kind of not goes under the radar, but you don't hear too much about. And then they have a brown version of the Too Faced mascara, which I almost bought, but I was like, you can't get it in a mini. And I was like, I don't know if I want to spend the money and hate it, you know? I don't know. But anyway, let's go in with lips real quick. I needed to give this one final last hurrah. You cannot get any more, so I know you guys can hate me. I was talking all that crap about the highlighter, jada, but I needed to mention this because I needed to mention this formula, and this color has been, you know, has been a staple in my life. Honestly, it smells off. It smells horrible, but this is the Too Faced Melted Matte Liquefied Matte Longwear Lipstick in the shade Cinnamon Bun. And you guys know, I just wore this all of the time. I'm surprised I didn't use it up, honestly. It's so annoying. This was my favorite color for so long because it's just like pretty, like a little bit more than just a neutral kind of nude lip color. It is so gorgeous. And I really like this formula of the Too Faced Melted Mattes. I feel like they were not super drying, but they really stayed in place really, really well. I just really like them a lot, and I love this color so freaking much. Oh my gosh, I'm so sad. I have to retire it though, because I can even smell it like as it's on my lips, and it is not good. It just smells like cinnamon rolls, but it just smells like a little bit of a sour cinnamon, you know, a sour cinnamon roll. Alright guys, that is it for this video. I really hope you enjoyed it. Let me know, are any of these products your favorites? Do I have any like standout favorites from Too Faced that I'm like, yes, you need? Of course I love first of all, the concealer, of course. Like, I'll recommend that through and through. But like, I really like the bronzer and the blushes. They're just great not cult classics, but just great core staples to have in your collection. They're good. You can rely on them always. They're just gonna work, you know? They're not gonna do too much. It's not overly this like exceptional, amazing blend. It's not this perfect, like, not perfect. It's not this, you know, very 2023 kind of product where, you know, you got to use it a certain way, or like, you know, you can wear it with it, whatever. It just works. They just work. And I feel like these are just great staples to have, of course. And then I definitely love the eyeshadow palette. I think the eyeshadow palettes from Too Faced are always phenomenal. The ones that I've tried are so good. I've tried quite a few. And I really like that brow pencil, which was really, really nice. So those are the products that I think are like number one. I feel like the other amazing products too. I really like the setting powder. I just have used it only a handful of times. I really like the eyeliner, but again, I've only used it this one time. And then I love the foundation. I do really like the foundation as well. I just feel like don't over apply it, and just know that it's going to be a more medium coverage, like a heftier, thicker, medium coverage. And then I also do really like the Hangover Balm, which is nice. I didn't like it. I just kind of forgot it was sitting here, but it's a nice pillow balm, a nice lip balm, which is nice. And then again, I do like the primer. It's just, again, I haven't used it that much. And then I just really don't like the mascara. I feel like that was everything. Now that's it for this video. I really hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you next time. Bye, guys.